Hello folks, today we're playing the beta of Aven Colony, a glossy new sci-fi colony building game, with towering habitats, beautiful landscapes, creepy CCTV, millions of data overlays, and more stuff. And I'm your host for today, Jamie from randomizeuser.com. So before I started playing this, I thought it was SimCity crossed with RimWorld, another planet colony builder I've been playing a lot of recently. But it's not really. RimWorld is about low-level stuff, building walls, placing furniture, ordering colonists about, that kind of thing. What we have in Aven Colony is some serious mayor-level shit, building stuff like... what's that? That's a research centre, storage depot, habitats. So you've got to work out how to lay out your city in the most efficient way, laying out transportation tunnels as well, and winning elections. You do not micromanage citizens in this game. They automatically get houses and jobs. And then they complain about stuff like long commutes and bad air quality. What you see here is a colony that I've been building up for an hour. It's mission 1, basically. The mission guides you gently through what buildings to build and when. It's preceded by 2 short tutorials that tell you which keys to press, and such like that. Now, I've got over 100 citizens in this now, 163, and I was just attacked by aliens, which I fearlessly saw off by getting a janitor to scrape them off the roof with a broom, as far as I could tell. But I'll leave this unfinished now, and we'll hop into mission 2, so we can start building a new colony. Oh, look at my little guys wandering around there. So if you like what you see here, the public beta of Aven Colony will be available from the 7th of September through itch.io, or itch.io, however you pronounce that site. So in the beta there's a bunch of campaigns, and there's also the sandbox versions, and you can play on various difficulties. That's the 2 tutorials, and that's the first mission. We're going to play mission number 2, Sandy Gulch, which I've never played before, so it should be interesting. Sandy Gulch is coming to town. Build and sustain a viable mining colony. Alright, so let's see what we've got. Not many buildings so far. We've got a little bit of walking around space. Let's monitor our guys. Hello. Creepy, creepy, creep, creep.
Hey, what's up? Hey
Happy
there.
to be here on Aven Prime, Governor. It's a lot nicer down here than it is in orbit.
Uh-oh, a tremor. Uh-oh, tremors! Tremors! What the fuck is that? Oh no! Lads, there's a dune. There's a worm of the sand. You prick. Well, stay away from us, would you? Just, don't, Fuck off! Yeah. Right. So, we'll need more electricity to get this colony going. Place a geothermal generator on the adjacent vent. That's straightforward enough. Shout out to RimWorld. Right, okay, so we just get one of those out. Geothermal generator tier 1. This requires 24 nanites to build. You've got a limited supply of those. They're down here. You can manufacture more, though. So, my constructor droids will be doing that. I'll speed them up. A variety of different speeds. There we go. Geothermal generator. That produces pollution, but thankfully we've got a fan already to clear the air. Right, so we should have plenty of electricity now. Yeah, we've got 26 demanded, and we've got 224, so that's plenty for now. I'm currently being guided pretty much by these envelopes, the new missions. There we go. So this is fairly, again, reasonably tutorial-ish. So you'd need to do the sandbox if you don't want this sort of thing. So we need a water pump. There are some areas near the geothermal generator that have access to water. Alright. Well, that was a long way away. Right, let's build a little water pump. So we'll find... well, we really want some blue stuff, but that's too far away. So let's try it there. That's bluish. And once again, the droids will build that. You can build additional droids to speed up building, especially if you have more than one thing going on at a time. But water pumps are quite quick, even on normal speed. That's fast. Right, let's get a nicer angle. I like to see my background. Let's clear that out of the way. Oh, no, not doing that. Build an iron mine on the big red iron deposit closest to the colony. And I'll get 27 melons for this, if I'm a good boy. Ooh, melons for days. Well, probably one day. How many colonists have we got so far? 28. That's not enough melons for everyone. One person's going to have to go without. Right, so dump the mine down. Requires 15 nanites, 10 power, and 10 workers. So yes, you do have to keep an eye on how many workers you've actually got. And things can work at reduced efficiency. Flashback to games like Pharaoh. And speed up and slow down. There we go. So at the moment, there's only 4 people to fill the... 5 people to fill the jobs. 6! Oh, it's all going well. That's fine. In fact, I think we've got enough people. Almost enough people. It's just if you check the population stuff, unemployment 0%. So we need more people to come into the colony at some point.
A new mission is available.
Yeah, here we go. Now we're going to build a nanite processor, so we've always got more stuff to build things later on. A nanite processor will synthesize new nanites from the iron or copper that you mine. Place it anywhere you want. Nice and straightforward. We need a nanite processor. There we go. A lot of things need to be connected up to your kind of road system, your tunnels, which also provides electricity. But I think they can walk through buildings as well. Let me just put this somewhere incongruous. There we go. I don't think... Does this need jobs? We'll see. We'll just speed this up. Yeah, it does need people's jobs, but they can actually get to it. They can walk through existing buildings, so that's okay. And they're already on the job. They're making nanites, so that figure should be going up. You see next to it, plus 0.2, so that's going up slightly. If you look over to the left, that's food. That's actually going down. We're in a marginal state at the moment, so we will need to make more food. Oh, speaking of which, it's farming time! Place 2 farming structures of any kind, somewhere in the fertile zone. Like the crystal maze, only sexual. So let's go and let's build a farm. See how that works. So I can choose which crop. Let's see. It's of varying different. Is this like what's this, a Tropico or something? Well, let's grow some rice because I remember from RimWorld that grows quickly. Not that this is RimWorld, but right, let's put it there in the middle of some green. I will have to provide a roadway though, so I'll be building that. I can just pretty much build it to that, and that should be okay. I think the citizens will be able to just walk like that. Roadways or tunnels, they also need to be built, of course. Need to build a second farm now. I'm going to build a greenhouse out of sheer laziness, and because I mean this, I don't know how. Yeah, this still is affected by the greenness. So let's see if I can find melons. No, I don't want melons. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do some corn and put it there, giving a little bit of space. Because, as you can see, they've automatically put 3 farm lands there. I'm going to give the... Oh, we need to do that again. I'm going to give the farm a little bit of space, because you can actually expand the farm. In fact, I might be able to do that now. Upgrade the farm to Tier 2. Costs 5 nanites. And it'll also add 1 or 2 extra fields. So we'll make better use of our... locations. It's always a good idea, it seems, to ensure that there is space around your farms. So 2... Oh, fuck, it's telling me to do quinola. Oh, quinola. I've just invented a food. Right, okay, so let's change that. I completely missed that. So I need to change the crop to that, which looks like it's also green around here, so that's not too much of a problem. I'm still under construction, so let's speed up. And... greenhouse. How do I actually change this then? Is that fine? Is that done? Yes, that's done. Yes. I think I already chose quinoa. Right. Okay, so reward available. So what do I want? What is best? This is an option of... I can choose any of these 3 things. Food situation's quite low, so I'm actually going to go for food. Otherwise I might choose nanites because I'm quite low on that, but I've already well manufacturing that, so I'm not going to bother. So I'm going to go for rice. So automatically we now have more food in our storage bins. Where is our storage bins? It's actually quite tricky to learn the different sorts of buildings to start with. Storage module, there we go. If you press R, you pick up your inventory for the whole thing. That's starting to get quite full, so I will need to build a new storage module soon.
A new mission is
Build a habitat. Oh yes, we need some for additional colonists, because we are desperately needing new ones. Was it telling me to build it over there? Did I miss something? The best location will be close to the fertile area. Aha! Right. Habitat. Close to the fertile area. Right, let's build it There's actually a cargo pod there, which we might be able to rescue at some point. I'm going to build it over here, actually. Oh, I can't. It's too far away. Let's build it... Let's build it there. We will need a road. Let's make it to there. That's the M1, that is. That's the motorway to the stars. What's that? Winter approaches. Oh yes, the year at the bottom left tells you what season it is. In winter, it's harder to grow crops. So get rid of that with right click. Objective completed for right click. So they're just going to build my little road. They're going to have quite a long commute from here to wherever they're going. Hopefully, the people who work down here will just go there from wherever the hell they bloody... Where's the bloody habitat? Well, where they live. Is that it? Storage module. Solar panel. Huh, I don't know. It's somewhere. All I know is that I've got a new habitat, which is the main thing. Ignore the ice around the outside. That's just because it's... that's just warned you that it's winter approaching and that the ground is freezing and it's going to be tricky to mine. There's little smoke effects coming from that indicating it's sending out horrible pooey fumes, which you can show using that. Those green bars are good. It means my fans are working very well. Air quality 99%. That's great. I've got a fan installed. As the colony grows bigger, I'll need more fans. Because especially things like the geothermal generator, that really spews out poo. Still building that. And it's finished. Right, so now people are going to start moving in there. Got nobody in there so far, but there's room for 36. Colonists aren't going to turn up, though, yet. Because we actually do need... What's this? I've just selected something. Hang on, forget that. They will turn up via spaceship if we build a port. Build a storage depot. Yep. This is exactly what I predicted, because I'm great. Storage depot tier 1. We want to put it close to things, so let's put it there. Whilst they're doing that, let's do this mission. Build an immigration centre. Here we go. We will load up your initial immigration vessel with a reward of ration packs. Candy! And 6 nanites. That's barely enough to bloody build a cup of coffee, mate. Right, so let's get the immigration going. We don't need this really close to anywhere, but although a few close to citizens might be useful. So let's put it next to this terrifying looking worm farm over here. So those cargo pods that I've pointed out already, those are things that just land from the sky, sometimes by special events. You can, once you actually get building close to that, you can go and retrieve all the goodies from it. And in this case, it appears to be a vodka pod. A VOD. Which is all very good. And there's another one really close there, containing gold! That's a bit better. That's a better reward. Can I actually get that yet? No drones in range. No, I'd have to build a drone centre, which I think is the construction drone hub. Only 2 people working there at the moment. Definitely need more people. That also needs a road, I believe. So, there. And let's speed up. God, it's getting windy. Old wind on the desert planets. Yeah, look, it's all gone foggy. All this has all been done. Objective completed, blah blah blah. And we've got our first landy spaceshipy poos. That's a technical term. There we go. Hello, people. 3 new colonists. Good. Maybe you can actually bloody well work in the immigration centre, because we need 3 more colonists there. And it'll slowly unload. All change, please. All change. Right, here we go. So, nanites are getting quite low, so I'm tempted to get that. Broccoli, food is okay. We're doing okay for food. 12 immigrants, yes. Because at the moment, there's jobs that need filling all over the shop. Life support module, thankfully, full. Farm, almost full. So we're doing okay. We're getting plenty of new people in.
I have a request for you from the
What do you want? We need to make sure the immigration centre has sufficient power and staffing levels. That's fine. So we need to aim for 50 citizens. We have 40, so we're already quite close. Ah, here we go. There's a cargo pod near the centre of the fertile area, which I've already pointed out. Build the second construction drub home. Drone hub. Yeah, because I played Mission 1, this is so far, it's very unpredictable. I know what I need to do already. Construction drone, there we go. So it needs to be within this dome. possibly crystal dome. Let's put it away from the fertile area a bit. We'll put it there. So it's not getting in the way if I want to build more farms, which I probably never do. Do I need a road for this? Place it such... Yeah, it doesn't really say. I don't think it needs a road. But once that's built, speed up. That will be able to send out drones. So in theory, this may take a bit of time. Hang on, there's nobody working there at the moment. Oh, there's no power. Building not connected. So I do need a tunnel. Right, I forget. Tunnels also provide electricity. Talking of which, we're starting to get to the stage where we will need another source of power soon. It'll prompt me, so I'm not going to like jump the gun.
We have a new request for you, boss.
Pick up the bloody stuff. Okay, that's fine. It's just telling me to. Select that. Hang on. Still no drones in range. Oh, that's because now the power's on. Now I can pick this up. Drone summoned, and off he goes. And I've reached... No, I haven't. I haven't quite reached 50 just yet. Okay, so that's that objective completed. That's the cargo pod acquired. Immigration vessel docked, that's old news. And receive reward for completing extending the colony. The colony? The Connolly. Billy Connolly. New mission available. Build a trade hub. So to be honest, this mission so far is pretty much the same as the first. There are a few different events in it, but it's guiding me through the process of building up a colony from scratch, which I've already done once. So this is not like a hugely different mission at the moment. Later on there will be new missions and things added to the game. This is still the closed beta. So I just need a quick immigration... No, not an immigration centre, a trade hub, which we'll put, again, somewhere scummy and crap. And there we go. They'll start building that. May need a tunnel, although they may be able to creep through the immigration centre. Let's get some feedback from some colonists. There's Claire, good old Claire. I see you've chosen the white t-shirt with the grey sleeves look. That's bold.
Hello, Governor.
Isaac, I see you've chosen the white t-shirt with grey sleeves look, etc. Ugh. Wonder if they're actually complaining about stuff at the moment. It looks like I'm popularity quite high, 76% happiness. Because eventually you'll have to fight elections, which is just a simple, basic popularity contest. It's just a way of making your happiness and popularity part of the gameplay rather than just a feedback tool. Total colonists 45, average health very high, so I don't have to build any health centres yet. So now I just need to wait, really. Just maybe build more houses if I need to. But I'm starting to be bombarded with missions again. Here we go. Now the trade centre's built. Now we need to start thinking about... Right, here we go. Open the trade panel and select the trade contact to exchange some of the gold in your colony inventory for 400 corn. Okay. This is different, actually. Where was it? Export for stuff. There we go. So often those trade things will actually be, please will you grow us 200 melons? So you have to grow melons, but you also have to forbid your colonists from eating them, which is quite straightforward. You go into your resources and just deselect consumable like that. And that means all the melons will be going towards trade. But then you have to remember to turn that off again later. So there's a little bit of micromanagement there when it comes to trade. Right, okay, so apparently the air level is going down. I don't believe it. I think actually we're okay at the moment, but this is part of the mission, so I'm going to do it. So build air filter or intake. It's actually an air filter rather than a fan. Okay, so we can build this. We'll build it close to all this stuff over here. The greenhouse, that's not the right thing. I didn't actually mean to build that. I meant to build it over there. No, I actually meant to build it over there. I've just realised I've turned around the view and I got confused. Yeah, I was hoping to build it there, but that's not too far away. Right, how are we doing? We almost built the filter. And just still got to send out the gold. 7% complete, so it's slowly doing that. And the gold was already in the colony, it's not as if like I needed to grow it.
We have some thoughts on how to best expand your colony.
3 additional structures of any type. So it's up to me. Now it's actually giving me a bit of an exercise. It's giving me some homework of what to do. So the first thing I should check is to see Population. Unemployment 0%. Yeah, I need more space for more colonists. Jobs filled 62%. I really need more people, so I think housing is fairly prioritous, which is not even a word. Residential? Let's build a smallish habitat, and let's build it. Well, we've got to consider where the jobs are and where existing habitats are. There's a habitat over there, so let's build one over here. It's not in the nicest part of town. There are dive bars everywhere, and there's a guy just like drunk lying on the floor right there, if you imagine hard enough. But yeah, that should make it so that the citizens do not complain so much about commuting. So what's this over here? Storage. Well, we've got plenty of storage at the moment, so I don't need to build storage. What? Oh, hello, what's this? Insufficient power. It said very briefly. Right, okay, so the power situation is now finally coming to a head. Let's build let's build 2 solar panels in the sunniest parts. In fact, let's just do it right in the middle there, because there's a big gap. And let's build another one just there. And that counts as my 3 buildings. Right, so in this video, we'll just get to the... in fact, I've just done it. I was about to say we're going to get to the 50 colonists mark and then we'll stop. And maybe pick this up again later if people want it. Okay, new mission available. Yep, so now I've got the mission to actually get it up to 100 rather than 50. Okay, so this is what the game looks like so far in closed beta. As I say, the public beta goes live on the 7th of September, so that's not too long away. I'm just going to pause it for a second. And it's already shaping up quite nicely. It's a different game to what I expected, as I said at the top. I expected it to be more kind of like RimWorld, and it isn't really. It's more about some mayoral SimCity type decisions. So that's all very interesting. You've got to get into a different mindset, but don't expect you to be like working out how to build up, how to add furniture and stuff like that, because that's way too low level for this game. Yes. Well, the sandworms don't seem to have been coming out to play again, but I'm sure they form part of later events, because like RimWorld, you do get a series of events and stuff that you have to react to, such as alien invaders and stuff like that. Okay, so I'll stop here. So thanks for watching. Do check out some of my other videos. Do check out my RimWorld Let's Plays, because if you're into planet colony building, I'm sure you might like that. Okay, so subscribe for future videos along these lines, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.